Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Eric, tell us of your exploits.
Yeah, we're in the pyramid now, trying to chase down whatever awaits us. No, we had a couple combat encounters that Ari went hard in. Ari currently has a golem under his control for another 40-ish minutes, and a specter of a drow that Ari killed also by using a lot of necromancy. And Demise now seems very interested in Ari's abilities, which annoys Ari. And then we encountered a aberrant marked drow actually inside the tomb, and had a fight with their cohorts, but they managed to get away, and now we're in a room with 2 doors before us.
Indeed.
And Demise
One to
keeps
your
summoning
left.
skeletons, and they keep dying.
And
That's what
no
they're for.
Demise.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of which, Demise will summon a skeleton from the Firebinder's corpse.
Why wouldn't she?
All right, that's really an excellent question. She can. And
How
so
long
she
do
I
they-
will.
totally misunderstood. Demise is not who poofed.
No.
No.
Can you still see me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
In game and IRL.
Can you not see us?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Welcome
Hi.
back.
Yeah. You
Hi,
show us still
look at
recording.
y'all.
Still got
Right
waveform
there.
and everything. Yes,
So
Demise is not the one. That was the drow monk that you guys were fighting.
Okay. I was like, she just left? Okay. I'm caught up from the last episode now.
Excellent.
How long
It
does
was
the
a
healing
week
ago, you're
spirit
fine.
stick around?
Up to a minute.
Hmm.
So can we just like sprint back and forth?
I mean, you don't have
How
to
does
sprint
that
back
work?
and forth. You can just stand in it. So it's been a couple rounds. So there's then 8 rounds of 2d6 healing, which means there are 16 d6s of healing that can be divided among the party however you want. So you guys decide who needs how many d6s of healing.
That is so generous of you.
I'm at 41 out of 75.
Dane took 38 damage in that fight. Demise took 30. Sorry.
I'm down 8 points since we got here.
Bully
So-
for you.
I'll take whatever's left
I'm down
over.
about 20, but yeah, I would love to for Cal. That 38 hit him really hard. He's only got 49, so
Okay. So roll some hit dice for Cal. Roll some of those dice for Cal.
all right. He's feeling better. So I rolled 2 for him.
So
I'm
6
at
are
like
left.
70 out of 88. I'm good. Well, you said
Alright, so-
16, right? So 14 are left.
Mhm.
Oh, right.
You said
okay.
8 rounds, 2d6s.
Yes, that's correct. So 14 are left. What do you want to do then?
Give Dane like 3 or 4, right?
Sure.
Tell me how many.
4.
All right. 10, 6. Ooh, that was a good roll. Dane got 19 back. Which means he's only down 9 hit points, so he's in pretty good shape. And there's 10 dice left.
Can Ari take
Ari,
4?
you need so many of those.
I'll start out with 4 and see how that. The 9 healing. Ari will take 2 more and then call that good. 7 more.
All right.
So
That leaves 4 dice.
Cal can
Two
take
to
the rest of them.
demise?
I mean, well, I mean,
We
Can
don't
Ari
want
pull
her
health
to
from
die.
demise? Is that a thing he can do?
Yeah.
Is that an option? Life drain from her.
let Demise take him. We can just move on. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, let's. Yeah.
No. If you have another thought, then
What does that take?
Can we
you
give her
to?
3? And I'm just going to take 1. Yeah, I'm still 20 down, so I'll take
Sure.
1.
Goodness.
All right.
Haha, and I
Demise
rolled a
regains
6.
10 hit points.
cool.
All right. So you're in this room. It's got 2 doors.
Is there stuff on the wall that Ari can make a history check to try and discern what this room was for and where stuff goes?
Sure. You can make a history check.
And while he's studying the history, can I do perception?
Mm-hmm.
23 on the history.
Okay. So what you see with the history is that the stones in the pool each have a glyph on them. And what you notice about the glyphs with that very high history check is that these represent divine isn't quite the right word, but divine spirits revered by the elves. But because you rolled so high, you would know that these spirits predate the post Exodus religious development of the elves into their various cultures of Urinal and Valinar and that kind of stuff. And that would give you the impression of this as being very old, built by elves prior to the Elven Rebellion.
Okay.
What did you get as a perception check, Casey?
18.
18. So you can see that all along the walls in this room, there are tiny strips of reflective material, so that even though there's very little in the way of a light source to this room, it is bounced around and reflected through the room by the very precise angling of these reflective surfaces. So that the room is very well lit, almost as if it were outdoors. And yet the reflective surfaces aren't like a constant glare, like you're shining a flashlight into a mirror that you're looking at. And that would require an enormous amount of precision to do. Nothing really indicates what's through either door.
Is it apparent how to open either door?
Yep, both doors have big ring handles.
Can I look, and maybe this would be survival, but can I look at like the path worn before the doors?
Sure.
Smart.
Good thinking.
Well, that's a natural 20 for 28.
Hot
Awesome.
diggity dog.
Wow.
Okay. So you can see that many footprints have gone through both sets of doors in this area. You notice a couple of things because you have a natural 20 that I would say you would not otherwise observe. One is there are a few distinct, you can tell that there are a few distinct kinds of feet, essentially, moving through this area. On the one hand, there are feet in soft leather shoes that you would know are common among the drow of every culture that you've encountered. You also see the scuff marks of modern boots, essentially, as from Corvair. And then there's additional markings that seem to be, they're definitely footprints, but they seem to be the prints of metal feet, essentially. Not like claw marks, but just the scuffs of metal feet. And in general, there are more of the marks of metal feet moving through the passage that is to your left. There are some marks of the modern boots going in both directions. More of the drow seem to have also gone to the left. The majority of the marks that go through the right hand door seem to be modern boots that you would probably guess to be the House Cannith expedition that was working to create a facility here.
I point out all of those things to you.
As Shade is pointing out this information, when you say the metal footprints, like Warforged have very distinctive foot shape. Is it Warforged?
Yeah,
foot?
that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, with a natural 20, yeah, you would notice the sort of split-toed shape of the prints. Warforged would have very distinctive footprints. Yeah.
It is.
So vast majority of things are going through the left-hand door. There is a set of modern boots going through the right-hand door.
There's more than one. It's not just one set of boots, but that is the main thing going through the right-hand door are the modern boots.
But the drow went to the left, and the drow are obviously associated with why we're here.
Sorry,
I guess we're
excuse
here
me for 1 second.
reason. Yeah. Don't go too far, Shade.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do we think, gang, in terms of best direction to go forward?
I would think that the more people, the more things.
Yeah, it's fair. Pog?
That sounds right. Go after what just got away.
Dane? Demise? Thoughts?
Well, are you here for the drow? Are you here for Kenneth?
Yes.
Seems to me the drow are an interruption in what brought us here. And not a goal. Yeah, it's interesting that one of them is marked. But to me, they seem more a hindrance than something to be sought out. But you're running the mission. I'll follow you. Demise looks coolly from behind her mask, considers. It's possible that the reason fewer feet go on the right-hand path is that it does not lead to anything, or conceivably is more dangerous. But it could also mean that there's more resistance on the left-hand path because more things have gone that way.
We know that the Sulatar are working with Kolsir. Kolsir is a target and a reason that we are here. If Kenneth's developing a facility here, they likely can't pack up and take off. The Drow are here on a mission and can take off at a moment's notice. I think we prioritize going after the Drow, neutralizing them before they can get away, and then we can deal with Kenneth in the aftermath.
The more we kill now, the less we have to kill later.
Exactly. All right, let's stand back at the top of the stairs, and Ari looks at the golem. Can you open the door on the left, please?
The golem lumbers over to the left-hand door, rears back, and punches it.
Nice.
And there's like...
I think it's a pull. I think it's the ring thing. Grab.
And then on the third one, the door gives and smashes and falls apart.
All right.
Goals.
That's very effective.
Goal. I hope I can do that one day. That's awesome.
And then Ari says, all right, lead the way, buddy. And the specter follows in the golem's wake while Ari keeps a healthy distance back.
Okay. I guess I'll start recording the map again, and we'll put that back up.
That foggle works cool, man.
Yeah, it's good, right?
That's a cool
all
touch.
Right. So you can see that there is a passage with walls to either side, and it goes into a passage it goes through an open doorway that you can just barely see. That is pretty narrow at the far end.
I think if you turn sideways, you can shuffle through it, buddy.
Your golem friend starts to sort of crouch walk his way
onto that
into
tile
again.
trap.
Right. Don't check for traps for him. For them.
Okay. I'm going to make a save for the golem.
I mean, he's going to be an enemy soon, so.
Oh, that's such a bad save. All right. The tiles that the golem is standing on, you hear a slight as something rotates, opening little ports in the tiles, and spikes just up, and are going to deal some damage to the golem.
Inconsequential damage. Right.
This golem is just going to die from the death by 1,000 traps. Like, it's just...
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think it's taken any damage in the combat encounters that we've been in.
He's walked down 2 hallways for us. And just been rocked.
All right. And then the golem reaches the far end and stops at the end of the passage.
Can it not make it through the door?
Yeah, I mean, it's just at a door.
Oh, it's like an opening, right?
Not innately, no. Suppose you could try to command it to create a passage that it could get through.
Can you try to make that opening a bit bigger, buddy?
Are you guys moving behind him, or are you just watching from this room?
I mean, at the doorway.
All right.
Yeah, that's accurate.
So the golem starts smashing at the walls on either side.
Oh, yeah.
You can feel the vibrations of each blow in the floor
What do you think the odds of this thing collapsing in on us is?
of this extremely ancient
They're
building.
getting better.
And eventually, okay. Eventually, the golem does manage to smash the opening wider. A few little ceiling tiles fall and break on the floor.
Awesome.
And then the golem stomps its way into the next room.
Avoiding the trapped tiles moving through this hallway.
Okay.
Yes, I would also like to clarify intentionally avoiding trap tiles.
Is it possible to shoulder check demise into one?
Is it possible?
Just
Absolutely.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh. What an ominous
Oh.
room.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay. So you come into a kind of square room with what appears to be a little miniature of the ziggurat in the center.
We step around the
and-
golem to get into the room. Is that...
Sure. 4 braziers, a brazier in each corner. And there are these 4 sun-shaped discs of gold set into the floor on either side of the... Oh, I've got the wrong tool.
Some of the room just disappeared. Look out.
No.
Pog.
There's just a vast darkness between us, shouting into an abyss that has appeared.
That was like chapter 2 of the campaign is where the vast darkness between Ari and Pog formed.
You're right. You're right. I recall that.
So yeah, that's what's in this
the
room.
the golden discs are set into the floor. There are 4
Mhm.
unlit braziers. Is that?
Unlit braziers. Mm-hmm.
And then a model of the ziggurat for us.
Yes, a model of the ziggurat. On top of the ziggurat, there is a disc shaped like the sun and made of some sort of polished goldish metal. You can't tell exactly if it's gold or brass or something like that, but
All right. Just after last time, feel the need to say this out loud. There are shiny things in this room. Maybe we
We
take a
should
beat before we
take
try
them.
to grab stuff. No, wait. Let's figure out what they do first, and then we can take them on our way out if we want.
I know what these do. Pog walks over. Should I fire it?
Let's take an assessment. Are there markings on the wall? Is there writing in Giant or Elvish or anything in here?
there is art on the walls. Yeah.
Ari looks at the art. Let's assess. Maybe there's a clue.
If you
All right.
wouldn't have said something, I was just about.
No.
I was.
Everyone, stop moving. Let me see your hands. Everyone, hands up. Hands up here.
Pog holds a flaming axe up, and it's inches away.
Hands up, mouth shut, ears open. No.
I would take a history check on the art if you want.
Alrighty.
Pog's gonna investigate the gold that he's standing next to, the little gold pieces.
Okay.
I'm gonna push.
No, he's not. Never mind.
I'm gonna push.
Wow.
9.
Okay. This shows a bunch of elves worshiping a giant.
Does the giant look familiar, even in hieroglyphic form?
I mean, you could make some assumptions.
Okay. Are the gold discs on the floor, they're like set into the floor, or could you pick them up and move them?
You would have to pry them loose from the floor.
Okay.
You could see how hard that would be. You could try manipulating them. Whatever you want to do.
Does the
try.
circle in the top, the sun thing at the top of the pyramid, does that seem to be the same as the thing set in the floor, or is it different in make?
It is shaped similarly, yes.
This one's a bit of a stumper, gang.
It's called a puzzle.
I think I should fire these. Shade.
What do you mean by fire them?
Just light it on fire. That's what it's supposed to do.
Pog, I'm totally down for you trying that if you want.
Yeah.
I'm going to step out here, outside the room to watch. Shade, maybe you and Cal should do the same, and Pog and the Golem can stay in here, where if the room erupts into fire, they can handle it better than we can.
I don't disagree. Cal, I'm going to send it out, but I'm going to stay in here just so there's another set of eyes seeing what happens.
Okay.
And Pog lights the one he's standing next to on fire. Or attempts to.
So you put your axe in. As you reach your axe in, it occurs to you there's absolutely nothing to burn in this brazier. It's just an empty bowl. But it does, in fact, light. It suddenly fills with fire, and there's just fire dancing on the brazier.
Anything happen with the golden discs on the floor?
Nothing happens.
I'm not dead yet, Ari.
Awesome.
Gonna walk. Shade, I'm coming that way for the next one.
Okay.
I don't think it's bad. You can probably stay here, but Ari was really
I
nervous
think
about this
so.
fire.
What if we move the sun thing?
I think we need 4 fires for 4.
Okay.
Okay, let's try. And Pog is going
I'll
to try
go
the
to-
same.
I'll go to the other two and like those with produce flame.
Okay. They're all 4 lit.
Light.
Fire pokes his head around
We
the
have
corner.
4 fires.
We are on opposite sides. Not trying to pick up. I'm going to stand behind here. Can I manipulate the golden disc at all? Like, as I touch it, not trying to pick up, does it seem loose? Is it movable?
It does seem like it might be movable.
I step on the one next to me.
Okay. As you press down on the one next to you, the roof collapses. No.
Ari was right.
Well,
hook,
Dane,
line, and
Demise,
sinker.
you're my new best friends, so let's get out of here.
I was sold on that one.
As you press, the sun disk on top of the model of the pyramid rotates to face the brazier in the same corner. And you can see the light of the fire dancing on it a little bit.
So the one you're at is the one that you're standing on, Shade? The one...
Yes.
Okay. Then Pog's going to stand on the opposite corner one at the same time.
It rotates around and faces that one.
Pog's going to step on both of them at the same time.
The sun disk tilts 45 degrees back so that the reflection of the firelight in the brazier is now reflected up towards the figures along the wall.
Oh. That's cool.
What if you do that at the same time? Should
Try
we step on
yours.
both of them?
Yeah, I'll step on both of mine.
It flips around and faces the opposite direction, so that switches it around, still at a 45-degree angle to the sky or to the roof.
Is there a sun symbol on the wall somewhere in the room?
Someone give me an investigation check.
Will do. 21.
Nice.
There is the giant figure that seems to be being worshipped. Has a sort of, like an old saint icon halo around, that's done in the same shiny gold material.
And
Which direction is it, though?
When we were on opposite corners, where was it versus our light beam?
This figure is directly over the door.
Okay.
Try one to your left. Shade.
Yeah. So I'll tap the one by me to move it in that direction.
Moves it around to face that brazier.
Okay. So I'll stand on mine and you stand on yours.
Oh, I see. So you're sitting on your lower. Which one? Okay, I see. I'm sorry. I can see how your figures are positioned now. Got it. Let me get a more top-down view so we can just see how we're working the puzzle. Okay, so you step on both of those, and the sun disk turns actually exactly as it appears on the map to face the wall opposite the door you came in.
So,
Which is where it's the door that we didn't come in that we're
Right, the
supposed
door,
to be.
the door
Okay.
next to Shade is the giant figure.
So if Pog gets off of both of his and Shade just steps
Oh.
on both of hers, that might get us in the right direction.
Yes,
Let's try that.
I didn't understand what the door was. Sorry.
Yep.
You step on both of yours, Shade, and the sun disk tilts again,
But does not.
as
turn.
it did the first time you did.
Right. We already did that and it tilted it. Okay. So I'll stand on this one and you stand on the one you're standing on,
opposite
Pog.
corner. Yep.
The sun
This
disk
corner.
swings around and faces the wall that Pog is standing next to.
Then Shade, you get on that the first. Yep.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
When you both get on those, it swings around to face the wall that Pog is standing next to, the wall opposite the door you're trying to go out.
So swap.
Okay,
which one you're
so
standing
flip.
on.
So flip it.
And it swings around and reflects the light of the fires onto the face of the giant god, and you hear a latch click.
Good job, you two.
Hey, good job, Shade. We did it. Thanks, Ari.
We did try every possible combination.
But we
Before.
did a thinking. We did a thinking, and now Ari's friend can go
Yeah. Ari
down
looks at the
another
helm.
painful hallway.
Can you fit
Hey,
through that door?
Ari, would you give me a perception check?
Oh, yeah, it's because you're close to demise, I bet.
Natural one. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, everything's fine.
You said that like I should applaud it, but I don't think I should.
Do I push it? Yeah, I'll push it. Shade's giving me the shade eye and nodding her head. Well, Casey's giving me the shade eye and nodding her
If
head.
Shade has anything to say about it.
6.
Oh.
Everything's totally fine.
Everything is awesome.
No,
Pog and Shade, you can both have inspiration for solving the puzzle.
Ari is not standing next to Demise. Ari is standing next to Dane, which is more.
I said
concerning.
closest to demise.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Shade standing in front of the door that just opened.
Unlocked.
think-
Didn't open.
Yeah.
Thank you. Excellent.
You want Big Boy here to open it? While we came back?
Absolutely.
I mean, we should look at it first, right? We already looked at it. Never mind. Yeah.
It's
go ahead.
still a door.
Go ahead, Gollum. I'll stand over here to the side.
Can you
All
open
yours.
that door? Ryan,
Gollum lumbers
has
over.
passed also Philip like?
Make a perception check.
Six.
I feel like you're okay.
Yeah.
No.
The golem begins.
Loves a bad perception check, man.
The golem begins kicking the door hard. Again, you feel the floor vibrate under you. Some roofing tiles fall off.
Guys,
I wonder if they know we're coming.
It's the floors that have been danger. Maybe we should do the door openings ourselves.
And finally, the door
Yeah.
and falls off.
Next door, Pog. I think you're right.
I don't want to be too confident after one thinking, but
But we stood on the gold discs so well.
You did a great job.
nailed it. You should tell him to go down that hallway now.
Hey, friendo.
That's definitely
Can
what we
you, since we're such good friends, my half-orc buddy here thinks that your sword is really cool. Could you leave your sword for him and then walk down that hallway?
The golem holds out the sword and opens its hand, and the sword drops and clatters on the tile and begins to cool from red hot. And then the golem crouches down, holds out its hand, and you see another sword slowly shape itself out of the molten obsidian of its
Won't let me
body.
be clever. Fine.
And then it begins to...
Does it get smaller from making the sword? Does it lose some of its mass from making this sword?
Some of its cool armor seems to sort of like dissolve. Yeah.
Tried to be clever about it.
We should just ask it to make a bunch of weapons on the way, so it
Now make
slowly
50
just
of those,
sheds its armor. Just cooling metal in its path.
I mean, there's a giant sword here if anybody wants it now, I guess.
Can anyone pick it up? Like, I couldn't use it, I don't think.
Dane steps
I
in.
certainly
Demise and her
can't.
skeleton step in. The wraith floats in.
Okay, yeah, don't be creepy.
Unavoidable.
I know no other way.
Just not right in my ear. Like, I know you don't produce breath, but I can feel it on my neck.
This is horrifying. I
Auditory
can't
nightmare.
stand it. This is the worst ASMR ever. Why did I wear earbuds for this session?
Okay, so you're standing back here watching the golem go forward.
Yep, doing a great job, buddy.
Nailing it.
Right. The golem gets to here. Makes a really bad dexterity save.
Philip has to be so frustrated at how much damage we have not taken.
Takes 10 more damage as blades slice out from the walls around.
I feel so bad for the golem.
No trouble. Build a dungeon.
It's just a
Steal
tool.
a monster.
Hey man, at least this time we didn't turn away from the thing you built for
That's
us.
true.
We're here.
We're experiencing all
We're
of the
here,
things
we're
you
just
have to
doing it
offer.
wrong.
What a cool golem we're gonna fight.
Hey, we're gonna have to fight it eventually.
Also, really
Let's
think
just
of it
keep
as
going
we've
always.
made the golem the main character of this.
Yeah.
And it's your creation.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You're welcome.
We're just showcasing what you gave us, so thank you.
And having the golem here has prevented Ari from petitioning for a short rest to get his spell slots back. So there is a trade-off, because if we take a short
valid.
rest, the golem goes away. Well, The golem's still very much here, but is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's a future Strike Force concern.
Yeah.
For now. Whee!
We love to give them our problems.
As soon as the golem squeezes its way into the room. Oh wait, can it squeeze its way into this room?
5 fireballs just hit it.
Kool-Aid Man again.
Yeah, it's got a little more. It's got a little more space. So the golem squeezes its way through the room, leaving the edges of the passageway red hot. Immediately, there is a sound of just a crashing, destructive wave that smashes across into the golem. Needs to make a dex save.
No.
Does it save? That was a pretty good roll.
Don't die, Jedediah.
Nope, does not save. What's that? 5d8.
Woof.
6, 10, 12. 16 more damage to the golem. And you see the golem reel sideways, partially out of sight.
Ooh.
And we can't. I've moved to the center of the hallway. I can't see what hit him.
You cannot see what hit him from that angle. You can probably see further into this room, though.
Moving down the hallway, avoiding traps that send blades.
Oh, that's so cool. You can select in the room what tiles are visible, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I can basically have a drag. I can drag a shape into the room to select
That's
a
so
portion
cool.
of it. Yeah.
That's very cool.
That's really well done. GG, Harpy.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful feature. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, so that you can see someone into the room there. The golem. Eric, roll. See if the golem recharged his fire breath yet.
4.
No. You see the golem step forward with its big obsidian sword and make an attack and miss.
No.
No. What are you all doing?
Second attack?
I made it. It missed.
Well, it's fighting. And I'm going to come to just right here, still in the hall, and see if I can see towards what it fought or swung at.
Okay. So you attempt to look around. You see into this room. That there appears to be a couple of Warforged.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They are each holding a staff of some sort that seems to be made of a green crystal of the same kind that juts at various places from their body.
Interesting.
They look very different from, say, the Iron Watch or typical Warforged that you have met.
They look really cool.
Yes, I think so. Thank you. Why? Stop. It's really great unless you don't get it right on the first try, and then it's slightly finicky to fix. And you got to change this. Got to remember to change the tool after you're done. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
One
Great.
black hole. There's a black hole in the middle of the
There
room.
we
Don't go
go.
there.
Oh, it's better
there
now.
we go. Okay, now we're gonna stop playing the Fog of War. Okay, so yes, you can see into the room. Are you gonna engage or try to watch the golem go?
I'm just assuming that the attention of the Warforged is on the golem. Yeah,
Definitely
it's
so.
Turned. Okay. I guess we're fighting these. It's the Warforged, and then
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'll rush up to this guy and try to swing on him while you're not
All right.
looking at him.
Let's have a new initiative order. Everybody roll.
no.
I
Wanna
know,
hear us
I know.
whine again?
Okay, maybe I'm not the one that runs it. Boy, these dice hate me tonight, man.
Ari,
16.
Pog.
7.
That's better. Shade.
Losing advantage on initiative has stung.
19.
That's very good.
I'm feeling much more confident after solving a puzzle.
A good thinking will do that for you, you know?
Well, thinking and getting it right does that for you.
Touche.
Okay, so we'll move your cohorts up with you a little better. And I assume skeletons and wraiths are ahead to absorb damage. Okay, Pog, you said you were making attacks. You go ahead and make an attack, and then we'll enter our initiative order.
Then I'm swinging on him. 26.
Guess I do need to roll for the Warforged in question, don't I? 26 is definitely hitting. Yes.
For 14.
Nice.
And we're just going to do
yeah.
one swing
Okay.
and go into initiative? Yeah?
Yep.
Or, okay.
All right. Well, the good news is in this room, you guys are very much more stacked at the top of the initiative than previously. So, congrats.
Thank you.
Hear that, Pog?
I can't hear you over the sound of your specter being right behind me, absorbing all the sound. Oh, just a vacancy of life.
Okay, so first in order here. This is all crowded up here. How am I gonna... First in order is Dane. Can he get anywhere? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, need to just clarify where things are because I got a bunch of things sitting on lines. There we go. Oh, you were trying to be like in the Russie. Okay, cool. So Dane will run up and occupy that space right there. Dane just runs. You see Dane just sort of brace himself as he just runs right through the wraith, and lunges forward. You see the purplish energy around his fists. Natural 20 on his attack.
Nice.
Nice.
So Warforge takes 13 damage, and Dane will hit again and hit for another 10. So Dane just rushes in, huge impacts from his fists. The Warforged staggers back. And that is Dane's turn. Shade, you're up.
Shade is going to move up through the opening and sort of just behind the golem. And then can I see the Warforged in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I would like to shoot them with an arrow.
Very well.
For 17?
17 does hit.
Okay.
Except this Warforged is going to use a use of his psionic shielding and deflect the arrow.
Hey, that's my thing.
Rude. I'm going to shoot him again. Well, I guess I'm going to attempt to shoot them again. Ooh, for 13.
Yep, the arrow just, again, bounces off of this psionic shield around him.
So happy for them.
The golem's turn. Eric, would you like to roll
I'm
to see if the
moving Cal
golem...
up with
Oh, I'm
me.
sorry, Cal. Yes, have Cal. Eric, roll for the golem's recharge. Casey, do you have any bonus actions, or do you want Cal to do anything?
No, I'm content with that.
Okay.
It was on a 6 for a second. Another 4.
All right, the golem does not recharge, so the golem will attack with its sword.
When it turns on us, the first time Philip rolls that d6, it's going to
gonna
land
be
on
a 6.
100%.
100%. Yep.
100%.
It's going to be great.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a really good roll on its sword damage, though. It rolls 3d8s, and it got 2 6s and a 5.
Dang.
Not mad at it.
So that golem is going to take another 24 points of damage. And the golem's second attack is a natural 20.
Let's go.
Nice.
9 plus...
I'm so sorry. I'm going to step away for just a second, but I can still hear.
Okay. 6. 14 plus 7. Actually got less damage on its non-crit because it rolled very poor. But nonetheless, the Warforged has taken substantial damage from the golem. And Ari, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Ari is going to step up to here and attack that Warforged with Oblivion.
Ah, yes. Reach.
Yes. And just going to use the regular multi-attack. So first attack is a 22.
22 will hit.
That is 19 slashing / necrotic damage.
Nice.
And then second attack. Only a 13.
That will miss. The glaive strikes the plating and is deflected off.
Shoot. And then the Spectre is going to move through Dane and Pog next to the space next. Yeah. And going to attack.
Hog, you can never smell daisies again.
Aw.
That's a bummer. Solarka's favorite flower.
It's only an 11. Only an 11 to hit, sadly. So
An 11 does not hit.
And that is Ari's turn.
After Ari is the Warforged, and this Warforged is going to use Psionic Blast.
Cool. Good thing we got so close.
Yeah.
So I need
Which is fire-based, right?
No, I need a dexterity saving throw from Pog, Dane, Ari,
Natural 20.
and the skeleton.
I finally get a good roll tonight.
Hey, I mean, this is a good place to get that roll.
What
Skeleton rolled a
saving
natural
throw?
one. Dexterity.
19.
19 passes. Dane fails. Okay. All right, so Dane takes 30 force damage and is knocked back. The skeleton is thrown against the wall and collapses into the pile of bones that it once was. And Ari and Pog both take 15 force damage.
Whoa.
Indeed. And that is its turn. It's their turn. The other Warforged.
How beat up does Dane look? Sorry, just real quick. Like, does Dane look really, really rough?
Dane has taken a total now of he got mostly healed. So
Okay.
Dane is now at 30, has taken 39 damage. So he
Okay.
looks pretty beat up, but not on the verge of death.
Okay.
Because he got all the healing. Well, that'll be good. All right. The other Warforged raises the crystalline staff in its hand and is going to target this point. Okay, so just behind Ari. Yeah, just 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ari and Shade and Cal and Dane need to make an intelligence saving throw as there is an explosion of psionic energy as the Warforged casts synaptic static.
No.
Hoist
18.
on your own petard, sir. Except that you roll really well in the save, so not so much. Dane rolled a natural 20. Shade, what's your
You are muted.
intelligence save?
Casey, you're on mute.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, wow. You guys. All
Good
of you
job,
save.
gang.
And Cal also rolled a 19.
Okay. Well,
This
We're a
for us.
bunch of smart cookies over here.
Shade did one thinking, and now that brain
Yeah.
firing.
The
Not
brain
even
grew
well,
3
it was
sizes
process
that
of
day.
elimination.
all right. So
We
in that
logicked
case-
one
Oh, you learn,
time.
okay?
Really glad the stakes were so low in the room that Pog and Shade had to work with physics.
all of you are going to take 16 psychic damage that's already halved.
Oof.
Ari's down to 18 hit points. Y'all.
Whoa.
And that is that Warforged's turn, which makes it Pog's turn again.
Well, I'm gonna smack on the guy in front of me, hopefully.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
No, I'm not. It's an
Do
11.
it better.
So we're gonna swing on him again.
You have inspiration and can push.
And I'm using my inspiration because the second attack's a 12. So we start here.
This golem makes it really challenging to find an angle to leave the camera at that all of the minions can see.
That's a 20. to hit.
20 definitely hits.
yet another reason for Philip to be annoyed with me for bringing this golem along.
I hit him for... Stop spinning. Oh, a good bunch. 27.
Nice. This golem is just demolished by your axe.
Did my inspiration give me both my... or just my last attack?
Did your inspiration... I thought you
Feel
spent
it.
it on your second attack.
I did. Okay. Yep. That's for sure. I'm trying. Shooter's got to shoot. Bonus action. I'm going to pop Mini up behind the other. And staying with this horrible creature mostly in between us, I'm just going to slide a couple feet farther away from the rest of the
Slide to the
group.
right.
So I don't wind up in any of those area attacks.
The wraith turns its face towards you.
I want to hit this thing so bad.
Release me.
I wish I could.
Big same.
I wish I
Big
could.
same.
Or you can hear Demise muttering about the destruction of yet another perfectly good skeleton.
Yeah, your thing is doing just fine. She just keeps losing summons here. Demise, what's happening, dude?
And she will cast what? None of those things seem like they would be ideal here. So she will shoot another necrotic arrow at the Warforged. Oh wait, she's smart. She knows that you can't hurt Warforged with necrotic damage. They're inorganic. So she won't do that. Instead, that's a good idea.
I would be nervous, but this feels like it's on our side for once.
For now, yeah.
Philip did a thinking now.
She is going to reach out and cast Ray of Enfeeblement on the other Warforged.
Nice.
She will hit. You see as some of the plating around the Warforged's arms and shoulders kind of rusts and locks up, hindering its movements a little bit. Any weapon attacks by this Warforged will deal half damage while the spell lasts.
Nice.
Not mad at it.
Love that.
So she can't do anything about its spell casting, or its psionics, but it will have a harder time physically harming anyone. And that's her turn. Brings us around to the top, which is Dane, who gets up shakily to his feet.
Got a healing potion on you there, bud? Maybe?
Growls and just bull rushes his way past you, knocking you aside as you talk about healing potions. And charges the other Warforged.
When somebody's being more reckless than Ari in a combat encounter, they have a death wish. Like,
Dane's first attack goes wild in the headlong rush of his charge. Second attack connects, however, and the next Warforged takes its first damage of the combat. And it is Shade's turn.
Shade is going to move next to Ari and cast Cure Wounds.
thank you.
Not great, but 19. And then she's going to go ahead and cast Healing Spirit. At 3rd level. And I'll set it right next to Ari.
Okay.
And then for Cal's turn, he's going to charge at the Warforged. Ooh, wrong way. He will make sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. He'll make a claw attack for 18.
18 does hit.
Excellent. All right. His damage is 10. And because he pounced.
Mhm.
There we go. That's what he does. Because he pounced, he now also gets to make a bite attack.
Nice.
Love it.
And the Warforged has to make a save to avoid being knocked down, right?
Yes.
Yo.
Oh. I can only do the bite attack if he fails.
Oh, okay.
I'm read that in the wrong order.
He's got a 13 to save. Does that save?
Yes, apparently it's a DC of 12.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. So the Warforged manages
Seems like
not
that
to be
should
knocked down.
increase.
Yeah, Cal's done a lot of pouncing.
Okay. Well, I accidentally rolled a 20 and now it's just wasted and I'm
Yeah, I was
sad.
so excited when I saw
Oh.
that.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
The Golem.
We're done.
What would you like the Golem to do, Eric?
I mean, well, roll to see if fire breath. That's a 3.
Okay.
I mean, if the golem does the golem have reach on its attacks? Surely.
That's a good question. Let's see.
Have him throw his sword so that he loses some more armor.
It does have reach on its attacks.
Step up behind Calendane and whack the Warforged. Not Calendane, though.
Roll an intelligence check to see if the Golem understands now. Okay, the Golem will make an attack. That's a very bad roll. That will miss. It'll make a second attack. Oh, that will just hit. Okay, yes. That is 19 damage to the Warforge. And it is Ari's turn.
Okay, Ari's gonna walk up to behind Dane again. Stab at the Warforged.
And
with
he
Dane
went
as a
through the
meat
healing
shield.
spirit,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Ari stepped through the healing
Cool.
spirit. Thank you.
Did we bring the healing spirit back?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware either.
It was in the square next to Ari, where Ari was.
Okay.
Sorry, only 5.
Hey, better than nothing. And then Ari is going to first attack on the Warforged. 22.
Will hit.
Nice.
16 damage with the first attack.
Nice.
And then second attack is a 21.
Wow.
Another 16 damage with the second attack.
Nice.
And then the accursed spirit will float up next to Dane. I really hate this so much. 24 to hit.
Yes.
8 damage.
What's the nature of the damage?
Oh, it is necrotic. So
This Warforged is immune to necrotic.
fine then. That's all for that turn then.
All right. The Warforged. Man, you guys, this is just convenient.
Oh no.
It's going to use Psionic Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to get...
It's going to target Minnie,
actually,
right? Just turn the other way.
Cal's going to just barely avoid that, as will the Spectre. So that's going to be Dane, the Golem, Ari, and Pog. Does the Healing Spirit have hit points, or is it just a concentration thing?
It's just concentration.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Dane, the Golem, Ari, and Pog all need to make dexterity saving throws.
12.
Dane succeeds. The Golem fails.
Pog pushes.
Ariel push.
It's a 16. My push result.
12 is the best roll that Ari got.
10.
But based on the trajectory, Ari might get flung back into the healing spirit. So
Okay. So Ari and the Golem both take 25 force damage.
Whoa.
Some crow. And get pushed back 10 feet.
Hold on. Let me. Get to my- 7. I'm just keeping track of the Golem's hit points. Dane, I said 25. So Dane and Pog take 14. Nope, that's not right. Take 12. Dane is looking kind of rough. And Ari is pushed directly back 1, 2, and into Demise. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Golem's pushed all the way back against the wall. Ari and Demise. Ari knocks Demise over and falls prone on the wall entangled with Demise, with her skeletal hand like resting on his face.
She's gonna be so mad at you.
Shade suffers from jealousy
Get
now.
off me, you fool!
I didn't do it.
And Pog, you're up.
I would like for Minnie to swing
All right.
while Pog is moving up. That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that does hit.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm looking at other options at the same time. For the slowest roll to 5 ever, 13 damage. Pug is going to run up during that swing from Minnie and swing himself from the front.
I'm gonna have to come like around to here because there's everything clustered around you.
And push. For a 23.
Hits.
For 15 damage.
That exactly kills it.
Huzzah.
Yeah. You
Hooray.
swing, strike the head off of the Warforged. It collapses to the floor. Demise shoves Ari off and
Don't
stands
touch
up.
me. I'm getting up.
Don't touch me, you. You fall all over me, and I'm not supposed to touch you.
Not today. Ari gets up and
Not
walks over to the
today.
healing spirit and just dances in it.
All right. And that is where we will pick up in our next episode. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Khyber Shards. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can find links to all of our social medias and other ways to get in touch with us in the description down below, as well as links to our merch store and the Discord where you can talk to us more easily, as well as links to the Geek Pantheon YouTube page where Eric posts TTRPG videos, and to Colin's Twitch where he is Sorry BTR. The O in that is a 0. New episodes of Khyber Shards drop every Monday. New Khyber Shards answers every Friday. And until next time, thanks for rolling with us.